Okay, so this is video number 2. Ran out of video the first time because I didn't delete some old stuff. Anyway, so let's see. This is where we're at now. AC, everything concerning AC is basically finished. I had a company come in and they professionally ran that is my return. That is, I guess it's called a supply line. They ran that from my main AC system. I extended these two. So that is my handiwork there. Because in previous videos, you would have seen that they used to run here, but I can't open that second door. I am going to put drywall up first and then go in the attic and to slide the insulation under it. Wish me luck. I think it'd just be easier than having the bats falling, the insulation bats. That's what it's called for those watching the video who don't know. Insulation is called, it's called insulation bats, I think. All right, so the reason I'm making this video is because I should have bought this when I first started. That is a drywall cutout tool. The reason I didn't is because my drywall cutouts have been, for the most part, pretty spot on. I mean, that's pretty good. There's not really a gap in there. This one, I'm gonna show my mistakes. That one has a little bit of a gap, which I will fix. I don't know how. I know my options. I just haven't figured out which option I want to go with. There's a drywall patch that I can use to go around that. It's a couple different things that I can do. I might even just kind of leave it like that. And for those watching who care, this thing here, just make sure when you push the outlet in, putting in a what do you call it? A cord. The outlet doesn't go inside the wall. I don't know if it's permanent or temporary. I haven't figured out if I'm gonna leave it, but it works really well. I will definitely shorten it if I do leave it. But yeah, so figure that out. Anyway, so the reason I didn't buy the drywall cutout is because my outlets, I'll show you a couple more outlets. My outlets have been coming out pretty well. So that's another outlet. It looks worse on camera than it actually is, but that one came out pretty well. Here's another one. So they come out pretty well. The drywall cutout tool allows me to basically stick a drill bit in there and then cut a hole out. And I didn't feel it was necessary to spend $150 for the cutout tool and the bits and all that stuff. The reason I did is because with my AC return and supply lines, I want my holes to be exact. I don't want to guess. I don't want to waste drywall. And in my first video, I realized that this ceiling joist, I don't know why I was thinking it was going to go level with that part there, but it's not. Obviously, from looking at the hanger there, it goes up in that angle. But the good thing is the ceiling joist does not run to the bottom of that, so the casing, so I'll be fine. I got a good 6 inches, so it's fine. I made this door just shy of 8 feet because why? Boards that you can buy at Home Depot are 8 feet tall. So if I want to use plywood or anything nice, I guess without going custom, I can just buy a standard 4x8 sheet and cut it to fit to size, so on and so forth. Another reason why I bought the drywall cutout tool is because, let's see, so over there where the joists meet, one is probably not an even line all the way across, and trying to measure from there to there and from there to there to be precise to cut my hole out will probably not be precise because none of these joists are not level, but they're probably not level, but on top of not being level, they're not even. Point in case, this part here in my drywall, which is driving me freaking bananas. I haven't figured out if I'm going to take the drywall down. I'm pretty sure it's the ceiling joist here, because that's where it bulges out. I'm pretty sure that's just lower than the rest of them, and I don't know if it's a whole lot that I can do about that. I'm probably just going to put a metal border there so I can have a straight line. I'm a little OCD, and seeing that sag will drive me crazy until I just forget it and stop looking at it after a couple months. I still need to put the ceiling bats in here, but I mean insulation bats, but this is what I mean by the joists are not level or even. So see that gap there, how the gap closes? See, I have room there and room there, and then it kind of separates. This is not $1 million home, and the workers don't get paid a whole lot of money to make sure that these joists are 100% accurate. I mean, it's accurate enough to keep the house up and be stable, but yeah, this is where we're at now. I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. This is partly my mistake and partly wood is just not even. So as you can see, this part here is pretty even, and what I learned is that part is not even. So when I cut it even, when I cut the drywall even, it didn't fit, so I had to cut it at an angle, and that angle also left me a little bit there. So I'll probably put some plaster or some drywall mud, whatever you want to call it, there, and then fill it in. First, I have to put my 2 pieces of drywall there, going all the way down, and then I'll fill that in with drywall. But yeah, so it's a lot of weird angles, and it's just interesting. Oh, here's another interesting bit. In putting up the drywall will not lay under that duct. I believe it will lay, no, backwards. It won't lay under that duct. It will lay under that one. So what I'm going to do is make something parallel with this door. So it'll be probably way over here and just a little bit right here to go up maybe 2 feet. So I have a slight, oh, sorry, let me turn my torch off. There we go. So I have a slight incline up. So yeah, that's a whole nother piece of fun that I get to enjoy. Have not figured out what I'm going to put on this wall yet, this curved wall. I don't know if I said it in this video or the last video, but I'm going to put the ceiling up first. And then since that's a true attic up there, I'm going to put the insulation in afterwards. So I don't have the insulation bat falling. I think I said it in this video. So forgive me for repeating. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. I just remembered after when I drove to get the cutout that I need to cut out a hole here and also there and there at the end for my ceiling light, which is, oh, it's in the basement. It's in the garage. So I got a little bit more work to do. I'm going to stuff some insulation up there. I do need to do this wall. I don't think I have enough drywall left. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough drywall left. But the nice thing is I don't have to bring up 40 sheets of drywall again. That will be, let's see, 1, 2, 2.5. That'll be 2, 3. So I don't know. That'll be maybe 3 sheets there. Anyway, I am pushing. I am very proud of myself, and I am very disappointed in myself at the same time. I mean, I'm doing as best as I can and as much as I know how, and I'm learning things that I'm doing wrong. Let me show you one of my mistakes, which I can't really show you, but I'll explain. Okay. My video will stop soon. I mean, I talk too much. These nail screws are 2 inches. I need to get 2.5 inches because I learned from YouTube videos that they need to be 1.5 times, and instead of buying a 1/2 inch drywall, I bought 5/8 because I'm bougie like that and I wanted more sound deadening. So what I'm going to do is, drywall is up now, which is fine. I'm going to just go behind and put a couple more screws that are 2.5 inches. So before my video cuts out again and I'm not recording this again,